Hello, everybody. Kimberly Mascapape here, founder of Spiritual Biz Bootcamp. And let's talk a little bit about actually creating money with your spiritual business. That seems to be the most interesting and intriguing factor about a spiritual business, where people have a business. Sometimes it might be a hobby, which is probably why you aren't making money with it. But if you have your spiritual business, but you just can't seem to turn a profit or to create income or actually have any income so you can call it a real business, I know exactly what's happening. And there's actually a couple things. So if you have a spiritual business, or let's just say you've been doing it as a hobby, which is probably what's happening. So if you've been doing it as a hobby and you've got a few clients and you're not charging that much, so you've got a little bit of money coming in, but it's not quite a business, there's a couple of things that are happening. So the first thing that's happening that's creating the lack of income is that you more than likely are not connecting with your soul tribe. Because when you connect with your soul tribe, they want to work with you. Not only do they want to work with you, they actually want to give you money for what you do because they know there's a connection. It's your soul tribe, right? There's this deep connection with them. And I believe your soul tribe are souls you've known before, different densities, different dimensions, past life, something along those lines. There's some sort of deep connection. So when we aren't turning a profit with our spiritual business, what's happening is that we're probably talking to the wrong people. In fact, I know you're talking to the wrong people, because when you're talking to the right people, they just want to work with you. So a big piece is discovering who is your tribe, who is this soul tribe that you should be connecting with and helping and really serving. So if you've got your spiritual business and you're not making money from it or enough to call it a business, so it's really more of a hobby, the first thing you need to do is you need to look at who are you talking to? Who's your tribe? Who are the people that you are there to serve? And then once you have an idea of who they are, the second missing piece that creates a hobby versus an actual business is that you probably are not advertising. So I see spiritual entrepreneurs, they try and do things like cheap, or they just don't, maybe they don't know how to run advertising. Because I got to tell you, if you don't know how to actually advertise, it really ends up costing you more than making you profit. So you've really got to learn. You've got to learn how to do advertising correctly. And that will make a huge difference. And that's actually when you go from being a hobby into being an actual business, because you're investing in your business. So when you go to actually do some advertising, you've got to be able to invest in yourself. But what's interesting is the advertising will not work if you're talking to the wrong people. So if you aren't turning a profit from your business, if you aren't creating income, or at least enough income from your business, those are the two things that I see are the main issues. So again, the one is that you are talking to the wrong people, or you're not able to communicate. How many times have you guys, especially for the healers out, well, you guys are probably, you're all healers, right? That's why you're watching me. So when you're a healer and you go to tell someone what you do, they don't understand, do they? When you're talking about healing energetic cracks in their field, and or they've got some blockages and you're going to help clear their chakras, they don't know what that means. And so since you're not speaking to them in the same language that they can hear you and understand you, they just look at you like you're crazy and they're like, no, I'm good. Or they look at you in a way where they're like, well, okay, so here's $30, right? So that's the issue that happens when you can't fully explain what you're doing to your soul tribe. There's a disconnect. And with that disconnect, they don't want to do an energy exchange. They don't want to pay you. And so you have to be able to know who your tribe is. And you have to be able to speak to them so they can hear you, so that there's a connection and an understanding, so that they want to do an energy exchange with you. And then the third piece is the advertising. So I went from 2 to 3. So there's 3 pieces. There's actually a whole lot of pieces, but those are the biggest ones. And then you've got to, once you know who they are and how to speak to them, you've got to be able to advertise to them. So whenever I hear people say Facebook ads don't work, or just any kind of marketing doesn't work, or it doesn't feel good, I know the reason why it doesn't feel good is because they're talking to the wrong people. Plain and simple. Because when you're talking to your tribe and you've got that soul connection with your tribe, it's easy. It's like crazy easy. I always laugh at my clients from boot camp when they finally get it and they're like, oh my God. They're like, how did that happen? Like, the person just said yes and just enrolled in their program for $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000. They're like, minds are blown. But it's because they're making that soul connection with their tribe. So if you aren't making money in your spiritual business, look at those things. Like what, who are you helping? Who's your soul tribe? Are you able to speak to them so they understand you and you can connect with them? And thirdly, are you advertising? How are you finding that soul tribe? That soul tribe is looking for you. So those are the things you need to be looking at if you are ready to turn a profit in your spiritual business. And frankly, that's what you should be doing, because with all the craziness going on out there, you may not even be working at the moment. So you've got to be in control of your own income. Do not be a victim of all the craziness that is going on. Create your reality and be in control of your own income. That's what you have to do. That's your responsibility to do that. So if you're trying to figure out how to turn a profit in your business and you're struggling with that, I've created a training for you guys. It's a masterclass called Jumpstart Your Spiritual Business. And it's actually jumpstartyourspiritualbiz.com is the website. You can go in there, sign up for the free training. I go over several steps that you need to be able to jumpstart your spiritual biz so you can start to create some income so that you can be in control of your own income and you can do it from the comfort of your own home. So take a look at that training, jumpstartyourspiritualbiz.com. The link is here, and take control of your income and figure out how to connect with that tribe, because that tribe is waiting for you. They are looking for you. And if you don't know who they are, that's why your business isn't working. So go fix the business. You have gifts. They are waiting for you. Get out there and serve. And I will see you guys in the next video. Hi, Patricia. Saw your message at the end. All right, guys, have a beautiful day.